Hey guys, Coach Crane here with Play Better Paintball, and I wanted to share a sprinting tip with you, specifically to how the sprint should be transferred to the sport of paintball. I still, to this day, see a lot of pro players, people playing at the professional level, at NXL tournaments, still starting at the start box with the wrong foot back or the wrong arm back. And this is something that Greg in How to Play Paintball on his channel, he's talked about it, but it was at the end of one of his tip videos. So I have a feeling a lot of people didn't see that and maybe didn't take it seriously. So as a strength and conditioning coach who knows something about sprint mechanics, running mechanics, I want to tell you that you can shave a few split seconds off of your run to whatever bucket you're going to. So front guys, listen up. If you start in the right balanced mechanical setup. So you might not be able to hear me when I step back and demonstrate this, so I'm gonna go back here and demonstrate. I'll try to talk, depending on how that goes in post-editing. I'll just try to cut and put some B-roll over me talking about this, but we're gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna show you how a lot of you are lining up and how you should be lining up. Okay, so we've got this log here behind me, and I'm gonna pretend this is a start box at a tournament, so use your imagination. But I see a lot of people start like this, very open, trying to both see the field, but also be somewhat far away from the start box, shortening the distance they have to run by spreading out. It makes sense, and if you're planning on shooting, it can definitely be an advantage to see the field as much as you can as you start the game. But if your job is to get pretty far upfield and you need to minimize every chance you have of getting shot by decreasing how long you are exposed, you need to be focused on getting where you're going as fast as possible. And I still see a lot of people lining up that way, not looking downfield, and lining up with this arm back, their right arm back, and their left arm forward. But when we run, you can do this right now. You know it feels natural to have our right arm and our left leg moving forward at the same time. And then our left arm, our right leg moving forward at the same time. So why in the world, off the start box, would you run your right leg and your right arm coming forward at the same time? The job of our limbs while we are running is to balance our body so that there's as little rotational force on the trunk as possible so that we can stay stable and pump those limbs as fast as possible. When you have both limbs on one side of the body going forward, you're twisting your body, you're rotating your body a little bit off balance. It might not feel that way, but you are technically, mechanically disadvantaged. You're a little bit off balance and you're gonna have to correct that. I guarantee you after a few steps, now you're running with your right arm forward and your right leg forward. So why wouldn't you wanna get there from the beginning? Run correctly from the start. So next time you go to the start box, and you're gonna have to drill this, because this is something that even I drilled it out here on the field, got to a tournament, didn't think about it, and did the wrong start. So you have to ingrain this into your patterns. So practice this in your paintball drills. Get your right arm back, left leg back, and start like that. So just in case that's not completely clicking yet, I'm gonna demonstrate wrong way to do it and right way to do it. Wrong way to do it. Right way to do it. Left leg back, right arm back, so that both of them come forward together. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you're going to feel faster the very first time you do that. Some of you might realize just how much more stable you are off the start box. But for most of you, you're gonna feel weird when you do this. It's gonna feel counterintuitive, but you need to drill it, because I promise you, if you did 5 sprints the wrong way, 5 sprints the right way, alternating between each one to avoid getting the results of fatigue, you would notice that your proper starts are a couple split seconds, if not more, faster. And someone was just telling me a story about a professional player who, as he was getting into his bunker off a big break, caught one in the shoulder just before he got in there. So if he'd been 1 split second faster, he would have been clean, wouldn't got shot out. So this can make a big difference, guys. Every millisecond counts. Play better paintball.